She said, Ryan, you don't see me? And I'm like, I know she not talking about this man next to me. Mind you, bar, everybody is staring at us right now. So everybody's attention is on us. And she came in here with 2 big old suitcases, y'all. I'm not guessing it. 2 big old suitcases, loud. She had half of a grill in her mouth. And she goes, Ryan, you don't see me? And she looks over to me and I look at her and I'm not reacting because I'm just like, I know this can't be real life. So I was like, maybe he owes her money for something. Maybe he's like a street pharmacist. I don't know what it is. This is my first day. I'm just meeting the man. She proceeds to say, I don't have no beef with you, but this is my husband. And I'm like,
back up on the hole, touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my boots.
Hey y'all, it's TheBreeze and you're plugged into TheBreeze lifestyle. If this is not your first time here, you already know we locked in, friend. Either way, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you want to support your girl some more, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of me, then follow me on Instagram and TikTok at TheBreeze Lifestyle 77. I'm going hard on TikTok. Go over there and follow your friend, period. And this is Vlogtember. I was on vacation June and July, so I slacked a little bit, and I'm coming hard for y'all for September and October. But let's just get through Vlogtember. This is the 30th. This is about my 11th video that I recorded for August. So I'm bulk recording and I'm also pre-recording to make sure y'all get what y'all need. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for your girl. But let's go ahead and get right into this video. This is gonna be something that is, I don't want to say near and dear to my heart, but I love watching videos about worst dates ever because y'all, I'm about to start dating in January. And I also was thinking about doing like a dating series. So if you're my friend and you want to be locked in with my dating series as I go along my journey, drop a, I don't know, what should I see? Drop a D in the chat. Drop a D in the chat for dating if y'all want to be a part of that series. But anyway, y'all, we are about to watch videos about these women who went on treacherous dates. So let's just go ahead and get right into it.
Guys, get ready with me while I tell you guys about this date from hell. Like the devil sent this man himself. Okay, so I met this man on Instagram. And before you guys say anything, because I know there's going to be some people like, Anissa, well, you should have known, like you met him on Instagram. Your dad is on Instagram looking for the business. So I don't want to hear anything, okay? Instagram is a dating app, whether you guys want to believe it or not. It's a dating ways. Within the first week of us talking, he was love bombing me, which is like, duh. You know, like, I love a little love bomb. I know y'all be like, oh yeah, it's toxic, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Those 2-week relationships, they hit. I don't give a fuck. They hit. We get to chatting. I already knew that I wasn't going to take this man serious because he was a model that lived in New York. I just moved to LA at the time. I'm looking for the niggas in my city. I'm not looking for no 100 miles away. I'm looking for the steppers in my city. So, one day he hits me up and he's like, hey, and he said like, I'm going to be in LA. I just got booked for something. And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, yeah, I'm going to plan a date. I want to take you out. What? I was like, okay, bet. Cool. He gets here. He sends me an address. He's like, pull up on me. Pull up when you get off. I pull up when I get off. Y'all, this man is staying in the gooch of Skid Row. Like between the coochie and the butthole of Skid Row. I'm petrified because I had to park far from the hotel. The hotel had no parking in the middle of the nowhere. Like, nigga, you should have done your research before coming here. He comes downstairs to get me. The moment I step foot in this hotel room, y'all, this man is already complaining about everything that's going wrong, right? He's like, I hate the hotel room. It's dirty. It's a co-ed bathroom. So, you know, being the nice that I am, I'm giving him suggestions. I'm like, okay, well, you can stay at this hotel. You can stay at this hotel, blah, blah, blah. Giving him suggestions. And this man goes, I can't change hotels because all my cards are frozen. And I'm like, why would you come on vacation with no working cards? But that's besides the point. Baby, I used to be a bank teller. Don't lie. Don't lie. You can literally go to your bank and you can get cash out. So what the f are we talking about here? You making excuses. So I'm giving him every suggestion that I could possibly think of. Then this man gonna open his dirty ass mouth to be like, Well, can I stay with you? Absolutely the fuck not. In every language you could possibly think of. I'm like, no. First of all, I just moved into my apartment. I didn't even have a couch. And also, I had plans with my homegirls. Why am I canceling to be a host of a hostel? Absolutely the fuck not. I tell this man no, and he goes off on me. He's like, that's crazy. Because if you was in New York, I would do it for you. You showing your true colors right now. I was like, oh, this man is crazy. He's insane. He's insane. He's literally going off on me. He's guilt tripping me about how, like, that's up of me. I'm not a good person, blah, blah, blah. He thought he was fucking a real one. Well, I'm not. I'm a fake one. I'll be the fake tonight. I'm like, you know what? Tomato. We don't got no solution. So what about food? Let's go get food and we'll think about it then. This man gonna be like, well, I already ate, so you dumb. How you ate and your cards are frozen? You lying ass sucker. Follows me. We get downstairs. I think I'm running out of time. Catch me in part 2. Y'all fiending for this part 2. Okay, so let me tell you guys. So basically what happened is we went downstairs to get some food, right? And I'm being quiet. I am a recovering people pleaser, so I was too afraid to speak up and be like, you know, I actually want to leave. It's like my energy is off. He then ends up asking me like, are you okay? What's wrong? And I was like, you know, honestly, like, I think I want to go home. He's like, if you want to go home, you can go home. And literally shoves me. Remember, my car is parked in the gooch area. So I was like, you know what? I'm going home. I went to go find my... As soon as I got in my car, I called my best friend. I was like, girl, I told her everything that happened. And then I was like, he shoved me on top of that. She was like, what hotel room is he staying in? Then he texted me like, wow, I was playing around. Like, I'm not that type of guy. I'm like, I don't know what type of guy you are. You is ready to risk it all and stay with me for the rest of your stay because your cars were frozen, which I think is insane. Like, nigga, you don't know me. I could lock you up and throw away the key. More of the story. There's no more. Well, there is a more to the story. Like, do more background before you even go on a date with these men. Also, go ahead and follow me for more. I always have something to say. There's always some to say. People love to piss me off.
Yo. First of all, okay. I don't know, because men don't always do the most research when it comes to certain things. And he not from LA. If you know, Skid Row is, I believe, where the toots be, like the streetwalkers, you know, you know, if you know, you know. So it's like, to be there, you already know the hotels is gonna be dirty, like, you know. So, but I hate a man, or I very much dislike a man that just complain. So I feel like his whole motive of inviting her there and everything was to try to get in her house. And it's like, no. She said she a former people pleaser. Y'all, do not, like, I am a recovering people pleaser as well. And it's like, no, do not do it, because it's not worth it. And no, because you don't even know if he got a round trip flight or if he just got a one-way ticket to LA and now he stay with you. No. And then he mushed her or pushed her, shoved her, whatever. He put his hands on her. Oh no. I agree. The moral of the story is do more research. And I feel like also, I understand, like, because there was a time where I was just dating just to be around people, have fun, you know, whatever. I might not necessarily take you seriously, but, you know, we can go out, we can hang out, you know, whatever. I just don't recommend, 0 out of 10, I don't recommend. If you really not into them, I feel like you should just let them go. No matter how much they be begging to be with you and all of that and date you and all of that. If you really not feeling them, I feel like you should just let them go, or let them be and ignore them, block them, do whatever you got to do. Because a lot of these stories, you'll see the women wasn't even really interested that much, but they gave that man a chance and he effed it all up. So yeah, I just feel like if you're not really into them, maybe that's a sign. I know when you young, you just dating, having fun, just be safe. Just be careful. Don't be meeting nobody at their hotel room. Don't let these men drive you nowhere. No, meet them somewhere broad day. Depending on type of the year, 5 o'clock is the latest I'm about to meet up with somebody that I'm just meeting up with for the first time. First, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time, okay? It takes a little minute to actually really get to know somebody. So just be careful out here in these dating streets because these ninjas is crazy.
Let's talk about the worst date I've ever been on. This one is always a key to me because I feel like nothing could truly top this date, but I would hate for God to, like, you know, while I'm doing this, we're gonna be moisturizing. Okay, for starters, I'm not gonna lie, when people were asking me, can I take you out, can we go on dates, I was saying yes to everybody. I was saying yes to everybody. He was gonna come pick me up and we were gonna go to Asamiya Cookies. I think that's how you say it. So boom, he's like, I'm here, I come outside, and all I can hear is and it's his car, and it's like jittering really fucking hard. You know me, I'm trying not to judge, so I'm just like, you know, my car jitters, like, it's nothing big of a deal. When I put him in the car, he was like, I'm sorry about my car, like, it's a little fucked up. And I'm just like, no, it's okay, it's cool. I hop in and I sit down, right? You smell so good, your hair's so nice, you look so good, you look so pretty, like in a chill, low-key way. And then he was like, I just can't believe you're here, like, I can't believe, like, it's like he was in disbelief that I was in his car. He was in such disbelief that he was driving. I'm gonna act like I'm him. Yeah, you look so pretty. Driving and staring at me at the same damn time, guys. I was so fucking scared. The whole entire time we were in the car, I noticed this, like, peculiar smell, and I just couldn't put my finger on what the fuck it was, right? I'm telling him to slow down because there's this pothole that's big as the industry, and he does not know. And I know he doesn't know because he doesn't live in the area. He was just like, no, I got this, I'm gonna slow down. By the time he tried to even slow down, we already hit the pothole, y'all. I thought we fucking blew up in that car together. His car started making a new sound. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck that smell is. It's like it keeps appearing and disappearing, and I'm just like, oh my god, what is that? It smelled like shit almost, so I was thinking maybe it's just his car. Anyways, we get to the cookie place. We start ordering, and he immediately hops in front of me. Like, oh, he's gonna pay for me. No. He swipes his card and says, are you ready to order? Cool. Cookies are only $3? Cool. Okay, cool though. I ordered 12-pack minis. So those cookies, if you know, they take a while because they're so tiny. He gets his cookies, he devours them the whole entire time I'm waiting. The whole entire time he's talking to me, I'm starting to realize, oh my god, the smell followed. That smells your breath. Done. Cut the date. I'm a very blunt person, so I'm pretty sure I probably brought it up to him because he was trying to kiss me or something like that, and I just asked him, did you brush your teeth today? And he was kind of like, what? And I don't think he took it the best way. So, like, after that, I just remember the ride home being awkward as f. I remember him not even looking at me, and I remember him driving fast as f to my house to try to get me home. I remember when I got the car, he didn't even, like, gesture to try to hug me or anything. He was just ready to leave because I think I hurt his feelings genuinely. But why the f did you come on a date without brushing your teeth? Like, literally after that, there were no more text messages. He did not want to pursue me anymore. I did not want to pursue him, but thank God. But I think he blocked me when he got home, but I didn't care.
Yo, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Hold on. Because why his breath? I got a story time. About a similar situation. This dude I was dating, and it's like I didn't know what it was, but I kept getting a whiff. And anyway. Yo, moral of this story: do not settle. Don't fall victim to these red pill men talking about they just want to do coffee dates. They just want to, walk the park. No. Because how you ask me on a date, I'm literally just going to get cookies with you. That's the date. That's the bare minimum. We just getting cookies. You already have intentions on making sure that you only pay for your cookies. And like, if you somewhere eating, and I feel like, I don't know, if my food get here first, I'm at least gonna offer you some. If you waiting on your food, we both hungry, you feel me? Like, you waiting, you want a piece of my cookie or something? You're eating in my face and my food not here yet. I feel like that's not something a real man would do, because what? So I'm glad she called him out about his stinky breath, because obviously he was not prepared for nothing. He wasn't prepared to spend no money. He wasn't prepared to, be clean. He complimented her how good she smelled. You ain't even brush your teeth, bro. I just feel like preparation shows how much the man cares about impressing you, especially on first dates. I'm not even saying, like, even if I pick the place, you set the reservation, you make sure, whatever. And another red flag is, ladies, do not get in these cars with these men Do not let them know where you live. You don't know them. Not everybody is as sane as you may be. People be crazy. Be careful. Red flag. Never let no ninja know where you live. You're dating him. That's not your man. You're dating. You're figuring it out. You're figuring him out. And what if she said something about his breath and he left her? And she ain't had no money to get home. You get what I'm saying? Be careful. Always depend on you. Do not depend on that man. Even have some money just in case he invited you on a date but didn't expect to pay. It sounds weird, but obviously it's happening, okay?
So this guy that I went on one date with, that was literally the worst date ever, keeps texting me, and I honestly got annoyed with it, so I decided to end it. So let me read the text messages, because... So he texts me, "Hey, just thinking about the date we had. I haven't stopped smiling. When can I see you again?" I said, "That's wild, because I haven't stopped cringing." He said, "LOL, you play too much." Everything I said he thought was a joke. He said, "I know you was feeling me when I said I got my own LLC." I said, "Boy, like I said at the restaurant, your LLC probably stands for lame, lost, and confused. And you tried to flex by drop shipping a store with zero inventory." He said, "Wow, I got goals though. You said you like ambitious men," which I did, because I like a man with goals. I said, "Ambition is cute, but you spent our whole date talking about getting rich off of nonsense topics. And then your phone was cracked like your delusions." When I say his phone was cracked, it was shattered from top to bottom. I thought he was going to cut his finger every time he pulled it out. I was honestly concerned for him. He said, "Ayo, relax. I was just trying to have a good convo. You don't got to be mean." I said, "You tried to convince me that Drake is your cousin and that you got industry ties. Then, when your card got declined, you said it was Apple Pay hating. Please be serious." I'm gonna just blame it on him being light skinned, because when he tried to say like, "Oh yeah, Drake is yeah, that's my cousin, bro. It's the family." He tried to break it down how he in the family and how like he really know people in the industry. And okay. He said, "All right, so you clowning me now. I'm a good dude for real. You'll regret this." I said, "You're not a good dude. You're a grown man who said, 'Can I have a sip?' and reach for my drink with 2 hands. If anybody knows me knows I'm a freaking germaphobe. I don't know this man. I got me a freaking drink. I forgot what I got. It was some type of mixed like little frozen drink. You know, gave it a little decoration. He had the nerve to try to grab my drink and take a sip out of it before my lips even touched it. Mind you, I'm pretty sure he got like a Shirley Temple or something. He said, "LOL, you dead wrong, but damn, I thought we vibed." I said, "You vibed, I endured," like a survivor on Naked and Afraid. Because I just really thought like that was like a funny thing. Like you was vibing, I was suffering. He said, "Okay, now you acting brand new. You're not even all that to be talking to me like this." And I said, "You're not even regular. You're literally below average, and you have the confidence like you're a celebrity. You're delusional." He said, "Bet, you got jokes, but you probably still lonely AF. That's why you built like a door and you still single." I said, "Built like a door? Baby, you're shaped like a question mark, and you still think you're the answer. Be safe, love," with a heart. And he didn't answer. But if y'all want more of these messages, let me know.
Yo. He ate with that last comeback. I don't know her shape, no body shape and nothing like that, but she was going hard on him and he ate with that. This was a bad date and now I'm about to be petty. Cause not you thinking that the date went good. Like not you saying I can't even get it out. Not you saying you Drake cousin. Drake. But the icing on the cake of this is never happening again. Not your card got declined. You talk about Apple Pay hate. Yo, I love these videos because it's like, yo, I get to see how ninjas be without actually having to be out here with these ninjas. Because what? some of these things is like, did that really come out of his mouth? Like, what is going on? Like, huh?
Y'all, so this is a quick little story time because I'm still baffled. I had to sleep on it a little bit before I come on here and tell y'all about it, but let's get into it. So I went on this date, right? Went on a date. Normally, dating within my age group, a lot of men don't do dates. So y'all ought to know that this guy was a little bit older. He wasn't too much older than me. He's like maybe a little bit under 10 years older than me, around about 7, 8, maybe 9 years older than me. Either way it go, he was a nice, handsome guy. He was sweet, and he asked me out on a date, so I said yes. So we ended up going on a date. So y'all, as we are on this date, we get to talking about dogs. I don't know how the conversation led to us talking about animals, but he ended up showing me a picture of his dog, right? I personally don't have a dog, but I live with one. My sister has a dog. And so I was talking about my dog nephew. So yeah, he was telling me about his dog. So keep in mind, y'all, I'm drinking wine at the table. As I'm drinking wine, y'all, I'm getting tipsy. Every sip I take, I'm getting more and more tipsy. Tell me, y'all, we still talking about dogs at the table. As I'm getting tipsy, my intrusive thoughts won, y'all. Oh my God. Don't judge me. I don't want to hear it. Don't judge me. So, y'all, my intrusive thought was to bark at the table like a goddamn dog. And that's what I did. And I didn't do just no any bark. I didn't do like no little. I did a woo at the table. So, y'all, I'm sitting at the table flabbergasted. Meanwhile, my date is like, y'all, tell me why he just went, hell no, hell no. Oh, hell no, hell no. I'm over here confused because I'm like, I know I just had an outburst or whatever, but why he just going hell no, and not saying nothing? Like, why you just keep on just saying hell no? Like, I apologize. I'm over here trying to explain myself. I apologize for my outburst, but why are you saying hell no, sir? Y'all, tell me why. He said, I'm glad you had the outburst. I know a nickel's voice when I hear it. Y'all, I immediately went, no, wait. No. I'm still trying to explain to him. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not a dude, sir. Wait. Y'all, when I say that man was not trying to hear it at all, he was not trying to hear nothing I was trying to say. He was not trying to hear me out whatsoever. So, y'all, I'm over here still trying to explain myself. I done offered to show him my ID. I done offered to show him a baby picture of me. He still was not like, nah. He was like, no. So, moral of the story, ladies, if you go on a date, make sure you are in your feminine era, okay? Because any indication of masculinity, they're going to swear up and down you're a transgender.
Nah, sis, you did that. Most of the worst date videos I see, it be the man fault. But sis, no, we not about to blame Unc for your mistake. Because first of all, I don't know if you a lightweight. I don't know if you was drinking on teleport. I don't know what was going on. But sis, first of all, the fact that you barking like a dog is crazy. Like, where? This your first date. You gotta wait a little bit before you show a ninja yo crazy. Oh my gosh, y'all. I got to get myself together. That was too funny. You gotta wait a little bit before you show a ninja yo crazy, like the funny crazy, you know? Because that was not, I'd have looked at you crazy too. I'm not gonna lie, I'd have looked at you crazy. And depending on how deep you did your I'm saying, hell no. He done been tried before. You best believe he done almost got before. And he said, no size or nothing. I'm cracking her. She said, I'll show you my license. I'll show you my baby. But sis, that was your fault. I do not blame him. He might have took it a little too far, but he probably been almost got before. I do not blame Unc, because why are you over here barking like a rock woman? Okay, let me get it together.
Since we're talking about DMV dating, I moved here from Miami about 3 years ago, right? So when I first moved, yes, I downloaded one of the apps. I did. Or maybe it was AI. I don't know. Anyways, I decided to go on a date with this one guy. And it was our first date. He's like, yeah, pull up. We'll get some drinks. I said, you know what? Let me go get a drink. Because what else am I going to do? I had no friends. I moved here with nobody. I said, okay, let's go get a drink. So we get to the bar. Whole bar is like a horseshoe. So where me and him sat, we're like in the middle. So, you know, if something happened, everybody could look directly at us. So I'm kidding. I'm not kidding when I say it was about 5 minutes in. I look to the outside and I see that there's this woman with 2 suitcases. Bigger woman. Think, this color, short bob type of thing. You know, like the Cookie Monster pajama type girl, right? Please. So she has tattoos, thick woman, thick this color woman, bob, you know, very hood, you know, gripped my purse a little bit. So she starts getting closer and I'm talking to him, but then I look one more time and she's gone. And as I'm mid-sentence, I see this woman is walking up and she's walking towards the guy I'm on a date with. And I'm like, maybe she's a kid. I don't know. I didn't know what to think at that moment, but she walks directly up to him and she says his name. We're going to give him a fake name for right now. We're going to call him Ryan. She said, Ryan, you don't see me? And I'm like, I know she not talking about this man next to me. Mind you, the bar, everybody is staring at us right now. So everybody's attention is on us. And she came in here with 2 big old suitcases, y'all. I'm not guessing it. 2 big old suitcases, loud. She had half of a grill in her mouth. And she goes, Ryan, you don't see me? And she looks over to me and I look at her and I'm not reacting because I'm just like, I know this can't be real life. So I was like, maybe he owes her money for something. Maybe he's like a street pharmacist. I don't know what it is. This is my first day. I'm just meeting the man. She proceeds to say, I don't have no beef with you, but this is my husband. And I'm like, right. Whole bar gets silent. She said, this is my husband and he has herpes. And I'm just sitting there like, she starts reaching into her suitcase, one of the suitcases. She starts pulling out his underwear. I'm not making this up. This is in the middle of the bar. Starts pulling out his underwear, starts pulling out a bag of lettuce, throwing his lettuce around everywhere. I guess he was a street distributor. I don't know. And I'm still sitting there because I'm like, I'm trying not to laugh, but I'm like, this is not real life. Only things like this happen to me. And my close friends will tell you this happened in real time because I took videos of stuff and I'm not going to post them, but this is real life. This happened in Washington, D.C. And she pulls it out and she's like, she starts twerking. She's like, yeah, I caught you. This is my husband. Whole bar is looking at me. The bartender is trying to make drinks, but he's like, and I think, and that just sums up what DC dating is like. I have not downloaded an app since. I stopped dating about a year ago. And yeah, that's just, I've heard worse, but I just wanted to share my story because it's one of the funniest stories that I've had here. And mind you, that was all on the first date. So I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we need a fresh new batch in, or maybe I just need a date out of state. But yeah.
She did the right thing. I would have sat there sitting cute, not saying a thing. And the wife did the right thing too. She probably was a little lit. But ain't nothing against you. But baby, this is my husband. And if I would have seen my husband at the bar with a pretty girl like her, with any girl, I would have did the same thing. Walk over. First, I'm going to dress the girl because I'm about to go crazy. But I'm going to let you know this crazy ain't about you. because I'm sure you don't know about me. And then I'm redirecting and I'm going crazy on that man. But why did she have 2 suitcases? She must have found out about this and knew that they was going to be there some way, somehow, and she was kicking him out or something. But I would have been so embarrassed, and I would have not asked nobody for no check. I would have grabbed my purse, and I would have walked out. Check who? Check what? No, sir. You got that because, that's what I'm telling y'all. These men, I don't know if they slow, dumb. I don't know. But it's like, why? Well, I don't know. The way that she described the lady, maybe I see why he was on a date with her, but still don't matter. You're a married man. Like, stop playing with people's lives like that, because it could have got worse. Like, that woman could have came up and just socked that girl. Like, you just never know. So I just feel like I'm glad it went the way that it went, but I would have been embarrassed. But I would have been recording too. I would have recorded it all because this can't be real.
Here's why I will never go on another coffee date. There was one guy that I was talking to for all of one day, right? Met him on Hinge when I first moved out to Dallas. Long story short, I don't last that long on dating apps in general because I get irritated quick. So anyways, I had the app for like 24 hours. He was among the couple of people whose phone numbers I exchanged with for the sake of getting off the app. Next day, we were talking early in the morning. I'm like, we're like, what you doing? He's like, nothing, chilling. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get up and get my caffeine in. He's like, I haven't had mine yet either. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, you want to get caffeine together? So this is how he approached it. And I'm like, okay, why not? So we meet at La La Land Cafe, right? Long story short, I meet this man. His profile says he's 33 years old. When he comes to me, he looks like he's at least 43. Lots of gold hair, lots of gray hair in his beard. And then he's like very short, like almost my height short, right? But we talking and I'm listening to him and I'm like, you said you're 33, right? And he was like, you saw that on my profile, didn't you? And I'm like, whoa, you're a little defensive. Like, you must be lying. I'm like, why are you defensive that I'm confirming? He's like, well, because you saw it on my profile. I'm like, okay. I was like, I'm thinking I need to see some ID, right? He's like, you're not going to see my ID. I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, we have our little hour date. I finally part ways with him, and then I let him know in a text message like, hey, thanks for coffee, but I don't think this is going to be a match. Guess what he says? He says, all right, well, I get it, and I respect that. Can you send me my money back for the coffee I bought you? I said, sir, I'm not sending you no money back. I said, it was $6. Chill. You be all right. It ain't going to break your pockets. He said, actually, it was $7.59. I said, that's crazy. You must really be hurting for it. He's like, that's all right. Using men per usual. I said, sir, using you for $7.59 and some coffee is diabolical. And I was going to go back and forth with him, but I decided to laugh it off and block him. I'm saying all this to say that is a prime example of why you don't go on coffee dates, because men who take you on coffee dates have a scarcity mindset, A, and B, they have this thought process of, she's trying to use me for food. She's trying to use me for money. She's trying to use me. So they can only be used for the little that they have, which is their $7.59. Don't go on coffee dates if you want a man of substance, if you want a man who has standards, if you want a man who's truly serious about investing in his partner and to try to find the right person for him.
I told y'all, don't take them bare minimum walks in the parks coffee date. I don't even drink coffee, so I can't even get bamboozled like that. But, bro, the whole point of meeting somebody is to see if you like them, if y'all mesh. So she respectfully lets you know after the date, hey, I don't really think this is gonna work. So the first thing you say is, you respect it, let me get my money back. Less than $10? Like, you act like you just took her to Roof Chris or STK or something. Like, and why do men just be lying about their age? I thought that was a woman thing. Like, why do men just lie about their age? And then you seen it on the app. Like, I just don't like a combative man like that. that's giving very feminine, very much this is not going to work, like very much no. I'm glad she felt the vibes, and I'm glad she didn't like say, okay, I'll give you your money. No, I ain't give you nothing back. What are you talking about? Look, we was here for an hour. I made less than minimum wage. Like, I'm sorry. Not that you're supposed to be getting paid for your dates and all of that, but I'm just saying, like, the audacity for you to ask me for $7.59. The audacity for you to really care and know how much, like, I feel like men, it is maybe a little bit double standard, but it's the society we live in. When you're just meeting a woman, a man should assume that he's paying for the date. That's his position. So if you don't really have that money to be doing that, I don't really feel like you should be dating. I don't. And that's just my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that these women should have investigated more? Do y'all feel like these men is just diabolical? Let me know what y'all think. If y'all got any dating stories, please drop them down in the comments because I want to be nosy, friend. I want to know. If you want to see my dating stories, check out my story times. I got tons of them over there. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much. Like I said, this is Vlogtember, so please give me some interaction, give me some love, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.